Welcome Amakhosi Network, welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna chat player ratings and Mfundo Vilakazi's debut. And yeah, guys, please like and comment and please join the channel. We almost at 3K, can you believe? Yo guys, thank you. Oh, enkosi kuyabulela. Ay, everything. Yeah, let's get to it, guys. Please like, subscribe, become a member, $20 if you want to. But number one, subscribe and tell umkhulu no gogo to gogo. Yes. But anyway, let's get to it. Kaizer Chiefs ratings. I don't want to waste anyone's time, so I'm going to get straight to it so we can also get to Mfundo Vilakazi. Number one, Bruce Bvuma. What did he do in this game? He had nothing to do. He had no issues. It's unfortunate. Going to penalties is a difficult one, you know. So he didn't save even one penalty, which is already a problem. Because I'll say this, if we one day end up at a final, I'll be worried if Bvuma is in the poll and we go to penalties. But anyway, Bvuma, I'll give him, because there wasn't much for him to do, and I can't really blame him much. I'll give him a 5 to 6, somewhere there. Left back was Mashiane. I'm actually going to give 6.5. I enjoyed how he played. I even want to give him a 7, but I enjoyed his game. I'm always critical of Mashiane's defending, but because Milford was not really attacking us this much, you got to see what Mashiane can offer in attack, and his crosses were deadly. The only problem is, who are you crossing for in the box? Because there's no player that was in the box for Mashiane's headers. In times like this, you miss one player, Nukovic. But anyway, then left back, center back, Dove. I didn't like Dove's positioning today. Today, I'm going to give Dove a 5. He missed so many free headers. Actually, let me give him a 4. He missed so many free headers in the box that could have helped us score, but his positioning was bad. He would find himself getting sucked. So there's Msimango, there's Dove. He would find himself getting sucked into the mid to Msimango's side, opening a gap here. Mashiane sometimes goes up front a bit. There was too much of a hole by the left side. And Milford didn't have the players to exploit Dove's side. He just kept getting out of position, and that was my problem. And he was drifting into Msimango. It's like the play was calling him and he would end up being out of position. Msimango, so I'll give him a 4. Msimango, there was not much he could do. He missed a tap-in, so I'm going to give him a 5 as well. Quinika, I'm going to give a 5. He was not meant to be in this game. I don't blame him for this game. This was not meant to be a Quinika game. It was that game where Quinika, usually you put in a game where there's going to be a lot of defending, but there was no defending. So Quinika was just there. He just existed, but he didn't have a span. He didn't have a job. That's the best I can put it. So Quinika 5. He was just there. Mtetwa, I'm also going to give a 6.5. I enjoyed how he handled the middle. One thing I'll say is that when Mtetwa finds the right aids to play in front of him, he is going to be more vital and more. You will see how good he can be when he has 2 solid 8s. Why do I say this? You often found Mtetwa having to do more of the creativity in the middle because Castillo and Ngobo were sitting too deep. They were too deep by this. It's weird. They were too deep, but when they get the ball, they're too far from the striker. It's a weird thing to say. But anyway, Mtetwa would get the ball, play here and there, and then he has to find Castillo. Castillo is sitting deep, meaning Castillo doesn't come to receive, open his place, play 1-2, etc. He would sit too deep. And then Ungobo, even worse. Ungobo also would be deep, but with him, you pass him, he can't have a first touch, which is a weird thing for Ungobo, but he's out of shape. So yeah, so Mtetwa, I'm also going to give a 6.5. Castillo, I'm going to give a 4 to 4.5. Not his greatest performance. He was non-existent in this game. Absent. His level right now playing for Chiefs is so poor. And Chiefs has to blame. He was not like this when he joined. When he joined, he had energy. He was buzzing. Now he's just mellow. And he doesn't have this fire that he had when he came. When he came, he was like a tracker and stuff. But now, dead. Ungobo, no protection for Ungobo. 3. disclaimer, a lot of you are saying I'm giving harsh reactions because of emotions and stuff like that. No, guys, I won't give a hard emotion, a rash emotion, and I won't go and use a software to give a rating. So I won't go to a software to say, oh, this guy Matt ran 9Ks in a game, so he should at least be 5. Matt did this. No, I'm gonna look at your overall game and give you a rating like that. So if you're getting a 1, it means that you had a negative production in the game, meaning you being in the field was wasting the team's time. You were more negative to the team than positive. And that was what Castillo was. That's why I'm giving Castillo a 4 and Nkosimpilo Ngcobo a 3.5. They were negative to the game. The game needed us to continuously press Milford, to continuously pump action into Milford and not allow them to rest. But they slowed down the game because they weren't creative enough. So like, it's one of those games. This was that game where Chiefs had to have like 25 shots at goal in the box to score 1 goal, but they were playing as if they're playing super sport. But anyway, next one is Dushabalala. Dushabalala, I like you very much, but you're gonna give a 5. One thing I wanna say about Dushabalala, he's not a good winger. He's never been a good winger. He should be playing as an 8 or at least a 10 if that 10 position is there. This thing of playing him as a winger is very bad. It's very, 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 very bad. Yeah, I won't go into Saile. 5.5. He did well the first like 10 minutes, doing well, but then it got to his Ngondo. Then he all of a second Sunday thought he was Ronaldo and stuff, and he started wanting to dribble this whole team, and then he got tired on top of that because our fitness is not the one. So that's what I'll give Saile. Dupree. What can we say about Dupree? He does everything right except score the goal. So it's difficult to give Dupree a rating. But Dupree, I'll give you a 4. We can't have a striker missing one-on-ones in the previous week and not learning from that and missing the tap. It's like his misses keep getting worse. Last week he missed one-on-ones. Not the easiest, but still you expect a striker to score because it's one of the easier chances. This week he misses a tap-in. A lot of people will say, no, but the tap-in was difficult. No. Dupree slid. Everything he did was right, but he angled his boot upwards instead of angling his boot downwards. He was meant to get over the ball. He just wanted to touch the ball, but then his leg touched the ball like this, angled upwards. His leg did this. So the ball came, it hit, it went up. Any striker knows when you're in the box and you're headering, you don't header like this. You try to head it downwards. More chances going to be accurate. Dupree was meant to just tilt his boot just a bit like this. So the ball comes, hits, and at least goes down, goal. That is what I don't know why I have to say these obvious things. I don't play soccer every day, but that is the basic. You don't slide tackle a ball with your boots upwards like this and slide uyenze so. Yeah! But anyway, that was not me. But anyway, that is what I have to say about that. The subs, I don't really have much to say about the subs. Matt came and did mad things. I still think Kevin Johnson's subs were poor. Ranga came and did Ranga things. He did a 5.5. He wasn't bad. He did well for the little he had, except for the penalty. That was the worst part. One thing I'll say about Ranga is when you have a critical penalty, it's often best to go down the middle, which is what I thought you'd do. But yeah, I think you saw what Percy Tau did when he got a penalty. He just made it easy. He kicked it down the middle. So there's that. And then Mfundo Vilakazi, I'll get to that one. And then, I think I can't remember any other midfielder. Solomon's 6.5. Instant impact. Why is this guy on the bench? How do Frostline and these guys get ahead of Solomons? Solomons is such a threat at right back. Solomons gives us he recovers well and he attacks so effectively. Solomons, I feel like Solomons came in when Dupree was meant to go out, and that was the wrong move. Solomons, because he's quick. Dupree, if he goes in the middle, can take away a defender past Solomon's pace. Dupree and Solomons can interchange in pace. Solomons and Saile can interchange in pace. Sometimes Saile will think it's blocked, but there's someone as fast as him on the right. But when Quinica is there, they can't operate. Why do you think Dupree at the end just disappeared in the game? Because when playing with Quinica is very right back. He doesn't go up front, and even when he does go up front, Dupree can't play the one touch that is quick. He has to kind of accommodate Quinica's slowness. So that's one thing I'll say. Solomon should be in our starting lineup. That is all I can say, and I don't know why he isn't. Those are the players. Mfundo Vilakazi. I want to say this. Sometimes Mfundo Vilakazi, I'm going to give a 6 because he didn't have a good... a part of me thinks he should just get a 5. But because he's an 18-year-old, he got in. He just did simple things, but I'll say this. Watch Mfundo Vilakazi of Carling Cup. Watch Mfundo Vilakazi of Kaizer Chiefs debut. The Carling Cup team had PSL, DStv Premiership level players, meaning that the team that we were playing in Mfundo Vilakazi was playing against Stellenbosch first team. All the first team players were in that Stellenbosch, about Reyners, etc., etc. And Mfundo Vilakazi was playing against that team. And his team consisted of the high-end quality players, of about large quality, etc. First today, Chiefs was playing a low-level team, and it had Chiefs-level players. Compare the two performances. Mfundo owned Carling Cup. Mfundo just didn't look like he existed in the game. What is the difference between these two games? Kaizer Chiefs has lack of quality. Carling Cup had a lot of quality. What am I trying to put when I say this? Sometimes these young players, like Abomdu Shabalala, etc., etc., they get weakened by the type of players and the type of football their team plays. It makes them look average. Example of what I'll say. Take Percy Tau. When he went to NFD, he was getting red cards, etc., and he wasn't performing well. Take Percy Tau out of an NFD team that is not playing good football and put him into a Sundowns that is playing with Billiard, Keegan Dolly, Castro, etc., etc., that Kekana, all these top quality players. Percy Tau ends up going to Champions League, winning a Champions League trophy. Percy Tau ends up being one of the best youngsters. Percy Tau goes to Club World Cup, scores wonder goals. That is Percy Tau. Why? The quality of players and the quality of football he was playing made it simple for him to come in and express himself. Mfundo Vilakazi yesterday was expected to fix Chiefs' problems. It can't happen like that. As good as he can be as a player, if you play in a pub team, you tend to also adopt to that pub team's ways. Let me give you an example. Mfundo Vilakazi joined first team. He started off hot. Look at him now. Kosimpilo Ngcobo joined Kaizer Chiefs. He started off hot. Look at him now. Mashiani started off Kaizer Chiefs. He looked hot. Look at him now. Castillo starting this season. Joined Kaizer Chiefs hot. Look at him now. Tetra joined Kaizer Chiefs hot. Look at him now. Matt was a Bafana player hot. Look at him now. I think you guys get what I'm trying to say when I'm saying all of this, ne? Yeah. Another example, last one. Nukovic left the pub teams. He was not scoring. Now he's one of the top goal scorers in the DStv Prem. Ditejani couldn't even make a debut for Kaizer Chiefs. Now he's through to the next round of the Nedbank Cup and he's doing well with TS Galaxy. Quality players, quality coaching. Most important is coaching. Management has stuffed up the coaching. I look at coaches like Nabi. I look at coaches like Pito. I look at coaches like Rena, whatever that guy who helped Zambia win CAF Champions League. Those are the 3 coaches we need. I don't think has a job right now, but it's going to be expensive to sign. But I'm sure he would listen to Chiefs. Should be one of the coaches. And I don't think he has a job, so he can come in now. Pito has a job now, but it's ending in 4 months. It would have been better if he started now, because if he does well and helps that team win relegation, he will probably get better offers than Kaizer Chiefs. Nabi is top of the log in Morocco. Amakhosi for life. That's all I have for today.